It's a brutal era of endless war, providing the chosen tallyman of Nurgle, Epidemius, countless opportunities to spread, observe, and catalog the Plague Lord's myriad glorious diseases.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Epidemius campaign. This is, of course, a campaign that is really long and really challenging. We're up to turn number 51, and you can see here the extent of our little empire. So basically going according to plan, where everything is just a lot longer and more difficult than it normally is in vanilla. And we're going to get started in this one with a really glorious battle here. This should be a pretty fun one. We're going to be going up against this size 16 garrison plus the army there that is helping to defend it. It is, I think it's going to be a minor settlement battle. Yeah, it's got the garrison building there, so it's going to be a minor settlement battle, which I kind of hate. But probably of all the different kinds of battles, this is my least favorite kind. But we've got our glorious exalted plague bearers here, so we should be in pretty good shape. We got Epidemius. We've got Yin the Corpulent back in our army as well. So I think there's probably, I guess I could talk just a little bit about the strategic situation here. So we've been at war with Sigvald for a while now, after having wiped out Malice Darkblade. And over here on the eastern side, we've kind of made nice with Godslayer, but I think it's only a matter of time before there's going to be some conflict over here on this side. Whether it's Godslayer, whether he gets wiped out by Archaon, we end up going to war with them. Whether it ends up being the Norskins, I don't exactly know. But we've basically neglected this part of our empire for a very long time, which makes me a little bit nervous. We've also very much focused on spreading our plagues around, which is, very Epidemius thematic. Excuse me. So there, very briefly, we were up to 5, which was really nice. That's a big jump to go from 4 to 5. But we're at 4. We're doing everything we can to continue spreading them. We have, at this point, a little bit of a regular income of infections going on. We should get more here soon. So, yeah, we're just going to kind of continue down the path that we've done so far. A lot of maneuvering warfare out here, leading us to have strategic advantages. Where we can hit these much stronger forces of Sigvald with our weaker armies, but we've been able to outmaneuver them to hit them like 2 of our armies against 1 of theirs at a time. And so far that's worked out pretty well for us, and it's gotten us to where we are now. So okay, anyway, enough said about all that, Michael. Let's go ahead and just jump right in to this battle. It says decisive victory. Like I said, it's going to be a minor settlement battle here. Which, again, it is what it is. I hate them, but, we'll figure something out when we get in there. All right, let's go ahead and do it. All right, so what I'm thinking is to hit from 2 or 3 different directions at the same time. They have more units than we do, but pound for pound, our units are definitely better than theirs. Our exalted plague bearers can, pull up shy of engaging in melee and throw their javelins, or whatever that ranged item is that they throw. Looks like a javelin, sort of. All right. Anyway, we could probably even do more than 3 different ways in. There's lots of different avenues into this place. Let's start out down here. Let's see if we can do 5. So if we do a plague bearer and 2 exalted plague bearers here, let's call this our 5. Okay, and then the next point over would be here. Let's call this our 4. Okay. Then, and actually, you know what we could do? Yeah, that's okay. We'll make that a 4. We'll make this a 3 right here. Okay. Then we can come around over here. Start deployment, by the way. There's no reason not to go ahead and do that, I suppose. Okay. Right here, we've got you and 2 of you. So you would be my 2s. And at this point, we've got an excessive number of Exalted Plague Bearers. So we can... Oh, yeah, right here. No, this is great. Okay, so let's do you and you here. You are number 1. Now, thinking of number 1, I think maybe we'll go ahead and put Epidemius and Yin the Corpulent here as part of number 1. And if we go to 5 over here, we could bolster this with an extra Exalted Plague Bearer. Let's do it like this. So you can join 5. 4... no, you guys don't need any extra units. You guys are sort of mutually reinforcing. If one of those is weaker than the other, we can have the other one switch sides. Okay, so right here, we're going to get you in as a part of wait a minute, what number are you? You're 2? Okay, so you can join 2. And you may as well just kind of hang out here in... Let's put you... Oh, there's a way in right there. I didn't even notice it. Alright, this changes things. We're going to take you and you, and we're going to put you on 6. And you can be right here. I didn't even notice this extra way in. So we're actually going to be hitting from 6 approaches. We don't actually have to hit from every approach. They have to defend every approach, and we will just look for soft spots. All right, I think we're ready to go ahead and get started here now. They're going to be building towers. Towers are going to be shooting at us, but it's okay. I think we can still go slow and methodical. We're Nurgle. We can take some damage and keep on being effective. So let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and start moving forward here, guys. 2s. Go ahead and start moving forward. 3s. Yep, you can go ahead and start moving forward. 4s, you can go ahead and start moving forward. 5s. Yeah, let's get you up here. 6s. Didn't exactly number these particularly effective, did I? Effectively. But that's fine. And then you... We're going to maybe move you over this way. Okay, so back to 1s right here. Yeah, we should be fine. We'll just start shredding them. We are throwing there. That's good. That's what we want. 2s. Move forward a little bit more here. Actually, you 2, like that. You can stop. Let the Exalted Plague Bearers... Okay, you know what? On second thought, you guys just chase them. Get back to 1s here. Let's go and get Epidemius forward. And Yin. Yeah, let's get Yin up there as well. And you guys need to just keep heading that way. You as well. Okay, now 3s. Keep going in there. 4s. You all keep going in there. 5s. Okay, they haven't done anything to defend here, so we'll go ahead and move our 5s up here. 6s. How are you doing? Yep, you can go ahead and move on up as well. Now back to 1. Epidemius. Let's go ahead and... Okay, keep running. Keep running them down. This is good. All of you just stay on them. Epidemius, you try to get in on them. If they stop for even a second, I'll use the... Okay, let's get you guys up here as well. I'll use the summoning of the Exalted Plaguebearer unit here. Come on, keep going, keep going. Why are you stopping? Why do you stop? I'm very clearly giving you an attack order. I don't ever want to see you stop like that. Okay. And you decided to stop too, okay? Of course, because of course you did. Okay, let's go ahead and do a little bit of magic. Just do what you can. I'll tell you what, you can heal yourself. Okay, right here, Epidemius. If you could just get them locked up, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get you helping out right here. Okay, Epidemius. Boom. Go ahead and do this. And do that then as well. Now you guys can turn around and just obliterate them. Okay, where's my toads? Get the toads on there, okay. It's long enough right there. 2s, okay. We need to get a breakthrough. Okay, keep going, guys. Keep going here. Let's actually get you up there if you can. 4s, how are we doing? Okay, they've kind of got us locked down a little bit there. 5s, how are we doing? Okay, we got them in pretty good shape. 6s, yep, keep going after them. You can stay on them, that's fine. Okay, you guys, let's get you up here. Okay, that's good. That is looking good right there. Let's go ahead and get everybody headed up this way. Yeah, broken right here. Tell you what, let's get the toads chasing those guys that are broken. You all need to just head up here towards the middle. You'll encounter somebody to fight up there. Let's get you up there as well. Okay, these Nurglings, where those Nurglings come from? Not even sure where those Nurglings came from. Did we get a unit that summons Nurglings when they get destroyed? I can't imagine we lost a unit. 1s, let's get again. Okay, yeah, you guys can wipe them out. That's fine. All of the 1s again up here. That's fine. 2s, you got them pretty well locked down. That's good. Here, let's go ahead and throw a heal on them. Okay, 3s. Slowly but surely. Okay, actually, let's get you all moving into them from behind. 4s over here. You guys are doing okay. 5s. You guys are doing fine. 6s are where we're kind of bogged down the most, but I tell you what, you can chase them. These guys, actually, you stay on them as well. This is good. And you on them. All right, right here, how we doing? Let's get you headed over that way. Don't really know what's going on with these Nurglings, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, 2s. Yeah, this is really the only point that they're giving any serious resistance. Right here. Yep, this should be fine. Okay, tell you what, you can go around to there. And you guys all take care of them. Okay, tell you what, yeah, we'll let them run away, that's fine. Back to 1s, how are we looking here? Right there, that's fine. Epidemius, you're pretty daggone slow, aren't you? And Yin, you can go ahead and head down this way. Let's help out over here. You guys have taken a bit too much damage. Let's get you out of there. But you guys should be okay. Let's get Yin. Let's try to get a spell off on these blokes right there. Okay, that's looking good. And then get a heal off on them if you can. Back here, how we doing? Shattered. Okay, this fight looks like it's just about over. Twos. Okay, shattered. Somewhere there's just somebody that's unbreakable. Is it the Lord? It's got to be the enemy Lord, right? Where's the enemy Lord at? Right here, I think. Yep, right there. Okay, I don't know that I want to be doing that. Let's go ahead and throw a heal on... We'll throw it on you guys. I think you're fine. You should survive at least. He's going to have to be destroyed here pretty soon. Okay. Come on, guys. Just hurry up and take him out. There we go. Victory. He is just a hero, right? There. No. He's a lord. He is a lord. Let's get after him. Yin. Stay on him. Epidemius. Stay on him. Let's go ahead and try a Rancid Visitations. That should finish him off. There we go. Okay. Looking good. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you know where that Nurgling unit came from. What I'm wondering is... I think it came up from the area where Epidemius and Yin the Corpulent were. So one of them might have done it. But I'm also wondering, could it have popped up because we had a unit drop below 50% health or something like that? Off the top of my head, I just can't remember where just the spontaneous spawning of Nurgling units would come from. Could it be a magic item that we have, or an No, it wouldn't be an ancillary, I don't think. Anyway, not super important because obviously decisive victory, fairly insignificant casualties. Got pretty decent favor here. Got a chunk of experience, which we definitely like. And we'll go ahead and... Ooh, wait a minute. I needed to think about this. Did I want to occupy, or did I want to sack? I don't remember now what I was going to do. I feel like we're strong enough to occupy. I'm going to go ahead and occupy. It means losing the ability to maneuver like we had been doing, but at some point we just have to start taking territory away from our enemies. I could also raise... No, I'm going to sack it. I'll come back maybe next turn, but the money is good. Okay, and yeah... And until we really get a better sense of exactly where all of our enemies are, I don't really want to get my armies locked down. Okay, we'll go ahead and put you... If I put you in March stance, you cannot get back into our territory. So we're going to put you in Channeling stance. At least you can get some Winds of Magic. Let's go ahead and do... Do I want to do... Yeah, I'm going to keep doing Blessed by Blight here. This is going to lower our upkeep. We had a little conversation about this in the comment section. It is something that I think is going to be very important for him. Master of Pestilence, plus 10% effect for all spells. That's good. I like that. We'll take that. I think that must be added by the mod that we're using. Okay. And you could take some armor here. Let's go ahead and give you some armor. I think we'll give you the Enchanted Shield. Because you're going to be getting involved in melee more and more often, particularly once you unlock the Locus of Virulence here. No, not... I'm sorry, the Locus of Contagion. That's the one. I'm a big fan of that. It's good against crappy units. It's just easy passive damage. All right, so then you have already moved. I think, yeah, you're safe where you're at. We're a little curious what Varg is going to do, but I'm assuming he's not going to attack us. I should save the game after a big battle like that, Michael. Okay, so if we don't see any more from them over this way, you know what I could do? Yin could move out just to get a little bit more visibility over here. Because I don't think we're in danger of being attacked. I want to get some visibility as to where they are. If we don't see any sign of them over here, then maybe we go ahead and occupy it next turn. Now we have Sigvald himself over here, and we've got one of the Norscan armies right here.
No.
And they're also at war with Varg, I believe, right? Varg is still at war with them. Varg, 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 Varg. There you are. Yes, you are. So you've got quite a strong army right here. So I'm a little curious to see what Sigvald is going to try to attack him. But in any case, Varg is in between us and Sigvald. We'll wait and see. Does Sigvald go east? Does he go northwest? Or does he go into the water or somewhere else? Okay, anyway. I think then we are probably ready to end the turn. I think... Oh, no, we're not. No, 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 no. Michael, we have enough money now. We can level up the Forest of Decay here to a Diseased Grove. Doesn't that sound lovely? We could also do Black Rock here. I think I was saving that right there for an advanced military building, if memory serves, which we don't quite have enough infections for. We could do this, which does increase our... Oh, that's pretty nice right there. Increasing our income, as well as our research rate. Is it better to do that, or to start upgrading the Forest of Decay? I think I need the extra income more than anything. The Forest of Decay, hopefully we'll be able to level you soon. There's nothing I could do to reduce the construction cost of that. Okay, so we need money. Money is our biggest issue right now, so boom. Okay, we've got a little bit of a treasury here. Maybe we'll get another battle going soon. Yeah, we're going to need money next turn to level up buildings here in the Blighted Grove. In 2 more turns, we're going to want to be able to level up. Okay, yeah, we got no shortage of things that we need money on. We've got all 6 of our objectives identified here. Maintain 3 provinces. We'll get there eventually. Win Sands of Sickness. We'll get there eventually. Upgrade to level 5. We'll get there a long time from now, and the same thing is true for those. 1 turn away from our technology research. And then right here, our diplomacy. Nothing to do with our diplomacy. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Cross our fingers that our plagues continue to spread. Okay, here's Sigvald, moving his hero, but not really doing... Oh, no, 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 no! Okay, I was a little bit worried he was going to try to assassinate Yin the Corpulent there. Okay, he's got 2 armies. Oh, no, that's Azazel. Okay, that's fine. Azazel should have 2 armies down there. Throg seems to be doing okay for himself. I had the chance to be friendly with him. Not like that. Come on. You know what I mean. To get a non-aggression pact with him. And I didn't take it, and now I kind of wish I would have. Alright, so we got the Great Swelling, a vast bubo the size of a fortress. I think we've already had this one happen before. We will nurture the growth. All provinces, plus 20 growth. Yes, we'll take that. Locus of Virulence, very good. We're down to 3. The tally of pestilence is down to 3. That's not great. Plague God's Pasture Commandment, additional plus 5% chance of plague spreading. Well, that's good. That'll help. Foster Colt's Commandment, additional 5 infections per turn. Okay. Army receives Plague. This is Vashnar Soulflayer. That's good. Billy's Cliffs received a Plague. That's good. And it's a good one. It's one that we really like. Okay, I'm liking that. Tower of Flies received a Plague. It's the one that we really like. That's good. Okay. Things are doing pretty well right now. Unfortunately, we still cannot afford to level this up. Not this. You need 68, right? Yep, and we're only at 66. And we need to do this. This is very important that we do this. It might not be super important that we do this to go from 15 to 25. It'd be nice, but I don't know that it has to be the priority. We don't need the garrison building here, but this does eventually add to our capacity for Exalted Heroes and Cultists. So it is something we want long term. But definitely the Cliff of Beasts is the higher priority for that. If we don't do that... Okay, never mind. We need to do this. When we build this, this is going to be -1 for advanced military buildings anywhere in the province. That's good. So once we build... Yeah, because we're going to build that there. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And I'm going to hold off, I think, on this for the time being. I could go ahead and do this. So, of the advanced military buildings, I don't remember which one we were leaning towards. I think I wanted a little bit more in the way of mortal units here. Because, yeah, we want to build some thematic armies here. And one of them needs to be... Vashnar's army needs to be mortal in the long term. So we definitely want mortal units. Let me just check him here real quick. When we look at Vashnar, he's still unit agnostic, right? Yes, he's still unit agnostic. This is going to be a boost to Chaos Warriors, Chaos Knights, and Chosen. Well, he can already recruit Chaos Warriors and Chaos Knights, I believe, from the... Not you. From you, right? This right here, which we already have at Blackrock. No, wait a minute. No, we don't have it at Blackrock. No. Wait, where's our basic military building at? Where did we build our Plague Flesh Poppies building? What am I missing here? Oh, it's right there. It's in the Tower of Flies. Okay. All right. But anyway, this does not allow us to recruit mortal infantry. So we need the mortal infantry. There's the Chosen of Nurgle. And there's the Marauders of Nurgle. And is that what Vashnar does? Is that what he boosts?
Champion of Decay.
Chaos Warriors, Chaos Knights, and Chosen. And again, if we look at this... If I can ever select the right settlement here. There are no Chaos Warriors in here. So does that only apply... That ability must only apply to Warriors of Chaos, like to Festus. It doesn't look like it's going to be... Oh, no, right there. Chaos Warriors. Okay. Okay, so this is the basic military building we need to build to be able to get the Chosen and the Chaos Warriors. Okay, so we want going back to here. Building this, the Blighted Grove, this is going to allow us basic military buildings only in the local region. So actually, we're going to want to replace this right here with a basic military building with this right here, with the Rancid Aloe building. And that's going to cost 200 infections. So we don't need to do it yet, but we're probably going to want to demolish this building and replace it then with the Rancid Aloe building. And then here in Blackrock, we can build one of the advanced buildings. And what we want it to be is the one that allows us to do... They're called Chaos Knights, right? Chaos Knights. So this is the one that we want for you. And that will then maximize, that will optimize Vashnar's mortal army. So let's go ahead and get started on this. That brings us down to 64 infections, but it's okay. We're doing fine. Now, right here, how are you doing? You're looking really good here. Your replenishment's not a problem. We can sack the Folly of Malefics again. We could get you down here looking for... Okay. No sign of Sigvald himself. And Yin the Corpulent. If we move you a little bit further this way... No sign of Sigvald over here either. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and occupy Infernius. I'm going to encircle. And I'm going to get Yin back into this army. So he can participate in this fight. And what do we... If this is going to be another minor settlement battle, then I'm going to auto-resolve it. Because it'd just be a... Okay, it's a field battle instead. I'm going to fight it. I just didn't want to do another minor settlement battle right now. That was just going to be like the previous one we already recorded, except probably almost as time consuming, but just easier all around. I mean, this one's going to be pretty easy as well, but at least it's a different feeling battle to the one that we just did. I've asked before if people would prefer that I auto-resolve more, and at least so far, nobody has actually said that they want me to auto-resolve more. So I'm not going to. I'm going to continue doing what my instinct is, which is to manually fight just about every battle. Alright, let's go ahead, start the battle. Let's get everybody moving forward here. Shouldn't take long. Learn how to hit the right keys here, Michael. Let's go ahead and get all of you all. Actually, if they're going to keep coming towards us... Wow, okay. They are. It looks like they are actually going to keep coming towards us. No, they stopped right there. Okay. You guys behind. Epidemius, you can go charging on in. Same with Yen. You guys can kind of sit tight. I'm going to back you up for a second. And then I'm going to move you forward and get you into them from behind. Okay, here we go. Epidemius, go straight on in. You should absolutely slaughter them. Okay, you guys can go ahead and hit them. You guys all Come around like this. Yeah, this is already almost over. My Nurglings. Again, I don't understand where those Nurglings came from. I'm gonna have to figure that out. They're obviously pretty irrelevant to the battle, but just not sure what's causing that. Could it be a plague symptom? Anyway, hard to complain too much about a 0 losses battle. Only took, what did that take? Less than a minute to fight, probably. Takes longer to go through the loading screen than it takes to fight the battle. And then I think, since we didn't take any casualties, since we don't exactly know where Sigvald is, but even if Sigvald could reach us with his main army, I think Epidemius' army is strong enough to fight him off. So I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and occupy the settlement. After we get our loot here, of course. Oh, I was going to check into recruiting as well, and I need to do that. Okay, go ahead and occupy. All right. So now we've got 1 out of 3 settlements. Silver Tower of Sorcerers. It's a size 15 garrison. It's going to be a little bit of a tougher nut to crack. We can go ahead and level this up. That's fine. I'm going to keep the economic building here. So that's fine. Alright, then we have this over here. We're going to go... So here we go. The Folly of Malefics. Let's take a look at how strong total Khrag is. And how strong... Okay, we already see this is their strongest army right up here. And it's, quite frankly, not all that strong. They have quite a bit of territory, though. I think it's time to start taking it from them. Sigvald... See, this is the concern. Sigvald is still stronger than we are. Very interesting. And then... Norska, Khrag... Yeah, Khrag is looking weaker. I think we can safely start taking Khrag's territory. They have 5 settlements. Even after we just took 1. So, yeah, Sigvald only has the 2 dark fortresses. Alright, Vashnar. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to encircle it. I think this one will go ahead and auto-resolve. It would be another battle like the one we pretty much just fought. And... Okay. You can go just a tiny little bit further here. Okay, still no sign of them. Let's go ahead and jump into this army again, and we're going to go ahead and auto-resolve this. It's not going to be the minor settlement battle, it's just a field battle, so we'll auto-resolve this. Lost 21 demons, that's fine, I can live with that. Okay, and we're going to occupy. If we end up needing to abandon this settlement, I would be perfectly fine with that, but the main thing we're doing is we're denying resources now to our enemies. You've got the port, that's fine. Pretty bad public order going on right here. However, it's the temporary effect of the mod that we're using. So yeah, we're going to end up having potentially a rebellion back here that we're going to have to deal with. Alright, well, we'll cross that bridge in a couple turns when we come to it. You can have... You can have Bloated Carcass. And you can have Rancid visitations, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Alright, and no ancillaries or magic items to assign. Okay, and then we can't afford any more buildings or any more plagues. That's fine. As long as we don't get attacked from the east, we should be okay. Just going to have to deal with the rebellion here when it happens. This is made much worse because we captured not just one but two different settlements in the same turn. So yeah, three turns of supplying Infernius.
I am ascendant.
3 turns of founding settlement. 3 turns of the folly of Malefics over here. Okay. All right. Research. Let's go ahead and we could do humanity as a virus in preparation for our mortal armies, but I think maybe we want to keep doing this first. We did this. We could now do Plague Site. That's pretty valuable right there. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, we're going to do Plague Site. Okay. Check our diplomacy out. Clan Mulder is... Well, I was going to say, they almost like us, but it's actually decreasing. Oh, they just have a -40 prejudice against us. That's interesting. All right, whatever. And then nothing else looks like it could happen. Sigvald is not all that far from wanting peace with us. However, that's likely to change as he starts to rebuild his armies again. Okay, I'm going to do another quick save. Yeah, a quick save. And are we ready to end our turn? Khrag has one army down here, one army over here. That's probably all he's got. So it's really all Sigvald. We don't know what the deal is with Sigvald. Okay, I just want to make sure all of our settlements are collecting income. Yes, they are. I could even turn off the collecting income. What would be the benefit? It's not that much of a benefit, so I'm not going to. All right, let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay, here we go. We see Festergax. I think that was a fight against Varg, probably. Alright. He is getting into the water. That's fine. That's fine. He's still pretty far away from being able to attack our vulnerable settlements. Okay, Wulfric looks like he's doing... Okay, never mind about Wulfric. We got Throg now. Who did Wulfric attack? I wasn't fast enough to watch. Yeah, okay. I just realized you're raiding my territory. I need to do something about that. I need that army of beastmen to stay close enough for me to attack them and wipe them out so that I can stop worrying about them. Okay, the Blighted Grove. That's good. Yep, that's a good one. We like that. And that was the only thing. We're down to 2 in our tally of pestilence. That's bad. Assault garrison. He tried to assault our garrison. I can't imagine the garrison there is even worth assaulting. It's so small already. It's pitiful. Okay, population surplus. Buildings constructed. Yep, that's good. War declared. Okay, interesting. Okay. So, we have the Ecstatic Legions going to war with Wissenland, excuse me. And then also with Bretonia and also with Reichland. Wow. Okay. That's aggressive. Well, he's doing pretty well, though. I think you can safely call Azazel a he, right? I believe he's a he. Okay, so yeah, he's quite strong, but he's taken on a lot of the Order Tide leadership. Okay, Epidemius, you are replenishing. Okay, his army there must have gone into hiding. That's fine. With the army in hiding, that means he's not raiding. Right here. We've got 3 turns before we're going to... Did I just finish leveling this? I didn't demolish a building here, did I? I don't think I did. Yeah, I think I just finished leveling this, and it opened up this building slot instead of that building slot, I guess. That's what I'm going to assume anyway. Okay, so this is a growth and replenishment. That'd be good, but what I really need is the economic building here. Meanwhile, we've got 2 more turns left of our supplying the region. I think we're going to be able to stop the rebellion from happening, so I think I can safely ignore it. You can stay where you are for the replenishment. There's no point in going into an ambush stance because he's got a hero right there. However, Yin, do you have any chance to assassinate? 45% for 820. That's most of our money. Don't think I want to do that. And then you...
Leader of the putrid house.
I do want to send you out. 53%, that's fine. Again, we just need to try to find where everybody's at. You know what, Yin? I can do the same thing for you. Let's move you out to here. Okay. We still cannot see any armies of Sigvald, so I think we're safe. We also can't see the settlement there. I'm going to keep moving you this way. You're not going to be able to get back into the army this turn, but I don't think that matters. I want to be able to see this. There we go, okay. So there is an army there. And the garrison is decently strong. Okay, that's not a minor garrison by any stretch of the imagination. Blood Mountain, you are going to not be too hard to take. So you could be next. Let's go ahead and move down this way with Yin. And no sign of any other Sigvald army other than that one right there. Okay. You... I'm going to do the same thing with you. You can move over to here. Alright, well, so this is, as far as we know, that's not the main army of Sigvald. We know Sigvald has his own army, we just can't find it. But it doesn't look like he's close enough to launch an attack on us, so I guess that's good. Epidemius, you're fine where you're at. Yin the Corpulent, you've already moved every as far as you can go. Okay. Let's see here. I think you're fine where you're at. You're helping to keep the public order here a little bit under control. So that's fine. We're not going to get a fight in this turn. We're not going to be able to do another plague this turn. Okay, so just take a look at the settlements. You're fine. You're 3 turns away from reaching the next tier. You are fine right here. At this point, we probably have more Exalted Plague Bearers that we could recruit. And then here, one turn away from getting that. That'll be nice to get that done. 5 turns from getting that done. We could speed it up when we get enough infections, but I doubt we're going to need to. We're not really economically strong enough to start creating our third army just yet. I could do this for 1,200. Growth, casualty replenishment rate, not really worth the money, I don't think. I don't think that needs to be the priority. And that brings us back to here. So, nothing to be done there. Let's take a look at diplomacy. Very close now to getting a non-aggression pact with Clan Mulder if we want to. But honestly, they're not really all that strong. They are trading with Azazel and Festus and Khrag. So I actually feel like we could do this for 30. That'll get us, I think, a little bit nicer relations with Festus and with Khrag, both of whom I do care about a little bit. So yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and do this. We're certainly not going to be attacking them anytime soon. And then nothing else. Okay, we'll save that last 1,300. And we're going to go ahead and do another end turn here. Okay, Godslayer just trespassed in our territory. We might have a military access pact with him, however. Okay, here we go. Sigvald. We can see Festergax, but that main army of Sigvald is actually... Ooh. He attacked Valkia. I didn't even realize they were at war with Valkia. I wonder if we're going to get a message that they're at war with Valkia this turn. Well, that helps. That's one more major enemy for them to have to contend with. That hero is heading westward as well. That helps as well. Okay. And that's all we saw from Sigvald. Alright, so we got Wulfric. I didn't look to see who Wulfric is at war with. I need to do that. Okay, and then this guy, I don't like that you're moving in raiding stance. No, sir. Don't like that at all. Okay. We are going to have to do something about them raiding our territory. And Varg's still doing okay right there, but they're sailing away for some reason. Okay, corrupted by Slaanesh. I do not like that at all. No, sir. Not at all. Okay. I find it even very hard to believe that Epidemius could be corrupted by Slaanesh, but whatever. Vashnar as well. Those savages, this is interesting. Okay. Foreign trespasser. Okay, he's not raiding, but he is raiding up here. And we do not approve of that at all. Faction encountered. We don't see where they are, though. Okay, yeah, I don't like those, that corrupted by Slaanesh, that's for sure. The garrison here is certainly not in any danger of losing to that army right there, but I don't want them to just keep raiding our territory with impunity. So, what we're going to do... How are we looking right here? And the Slaanesh corruption is even increasing. Yeah, that's because the Dark Fortress over here. Okay. All right. I think... Do I want to... The thing is, do I want to move Epidemius over here to destroy Gera's Deathmaker? I should be able to do it in 2 turns, unless he keeps moving eastward, which he might do. I can't just chase him turn after turn. But I feel like it is going to be safe to move that way for 1 turn. We can get back to Infernius if we need to. If we see an enemy army threatening this way. We could also just ignore the Beastmen and come down here and take Blood Mountain. Maybe that's the best thing to do. And then if we take Blood Mountain with Epidemius, we could use Vashnar to head up here. That's maybe what I should do. Let's get Vashnar up this way. I don't think it's likely that they would attack the Folly of Malefics, but if they do, it wouldn't be the end of the world. We haven't spent any money to try to improve it yet. So let's do this. Let's send you to here. And if he stays there, we will destroy him. And then you... Oh, there they are, right there.
This is my land.
So they're in Blood Mountain. So if we take Blood Mountain, they're going to be close to Epidemius. Quite frankly, that's fine. They're not going to attack Epidemius, and if they stay there, or if they start raiding our territory or whatever, we could probably wipe them out with Epidemius. So you, I think what we're going to do is we're going to move you back this way to try to rejoin with Vashnar. And Epidemius. Okay, you know what? If we do this, if we take Blood Mountain, we're going to be asking for rebellion. I don't think that's that big of a deal, though. We got this army there. They can deal with rebellion as well as with those beastmen if it comes down to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. We're going to attack Blood Mountain. We'll fight this battle at the beginning of the next episode. So we'll take... I think we're going to occupy it. Right now, we may as well seize the opportunity to keep taking settlements from our enemies when they're not really doing much to stop us. So you can go ahead and join this battle as well. Like I said, we will fight this then at the beginning of the next episode. That's where we'll pick up in that episode. I think things are still going reasonably well here. I do want to keep getting these plagues spreading around, but we had to burn an awful lot of infections to start building our advanced military building here. So that's fine. All right, anyway, like I said, we'll pick up here. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.